Hey there folks, so what we have here is a 2009 Kia Rondo. I believe they made these things in like 7, 8, 9, and then in Canada they kept making them. I think they quit making them in the US in either 9 or 10. But anyways, maybe they made them in 6 too, not sure. Oh, my dogs are growling. So what we have here is a back window that the window regulator went bad on. I've already fixed it, but I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys real quick if any of you run into this. This may be similar with other Kia Hyundai vehicles. I wouldn't doubt if it is. I still haven't put the little cover on back here. Still got it down there. But I've already got the door panel on, real simple. Okay. So what happens is your window just like breaks, right? Falls down. Or it won't roll back up, it falls down, or you can hear binding in there. Okay, your window regulator, as long as you hear the motor working, the window regulator broke. The motor's still good. So you can buy a whole new regulator with the motor, but it's just as easy just to swap the motor out and save a lot of money. So, okay, to get the door panel off, so you'll have this on here. You have a little cover right here. Just pop it off with a little flathead. That'll give you access to the Phillips. Pull that out of there. Right in here, there's a Phillips. Pull that out of there. Now, this is the rear door, okay? Look down here. Right here, you'll have a little screw. You need to pull that out of there. It's gonna look more like this with a cover over it. You're gonna have to pop the cover out in the middle with a little flathead. There's a little cover down there. Okay, kind of hidden. So you have 1, 2, 3. Pull those off of there. That's all you got to do. Grab a hold of this right here. Don't be afraid. Pull it straight out. Pop here. I'll do it for you. Watch. Well, it's kind of hard with my here. Let me show you with my other hand here. There you go. So just pull it out, the whole thing will flop right off. Okay, it's just held on by these little Christmas tree clip things in there. Not sure if you can see them, they're little clips. Now once you got that off, this whole door panel is going to lift right up. So I might as well show you that. I haven't really went too far. Okay, so here, the whole thing's going to lift right up on out of there. There you go. See, the whole thing's off at this point. All you have to do is undo the wire. Let me put it back on real quick. I'll show you how easy it is to put back on. Yeah, I know. I'm doing this one-handed, guys. Bear with me here. There we go. So I have it all seated. Door panel's totally back on now. Okay, so let me show you the inside of what's actually going on. Hold on. Here, my dog's gonna help us out. This is part of the window regulator, believe it or not. You have to replace this entire stamped steel piece, tin, whatever you want to call it. So I'll show you how that works. Okay, to get it off, what you're gonna want to do, your window motor bolts right here. I've already put it back in. 3 bolts, 10 millimeter. Unscrew those bolts, unhook the power, and the window motor will pull right off. Save that motor, because if it still works, you're going to reuse it. Save yourself some money. Okay, once you do that, you've got this little access right here. You pull that off. See that little hole there? You're going to have to get the window almost all the way up. You'll get it to a certain point where you'll be able to see a little plastic notch in there. You're going to see a hole. There's going to be the glass, the window glass with the hole, and you'll see like a little clip notch come through that. What you have to do is you have to lift up on the window a tiny bit by your hand while you push in on that with the screwdriver until you release it. Stick a light in here, you'll see what I mean. You're going to push it inward until you release that clip, and then at that point you can go ahead and put the window all the way up and tape it up. And that's done at that point. Okay, the wire to come out of the door, you're going to have a plug here similar to this. Pull it out. You're going to have one up here, pull it out. This here goes to your door lock. You'll see you unhook it inside the door, snake it out through here. The wire's held on with these clips. Pull these clips out from the back side with a pair of pliers. They're easy to get out. You want to save these. Your speakers here, you're going to want to unclip your speaker here, the wire. It'll be coming through here too. The power window will be coming through here, the wire. My dogs are having fun. Okay, don't worry about taking the actual speaker out at this point. Just go ahead and unclip all the wires, get the wires out of there. Okay, now once you've done all that, you're going to have your handle right up here. Okay, that's where I showed you where that one screw is. The screw goes here. You've already taken that out. These hold the actual door handle on, okay, behind the panel. You're going to take these screws out, Phillips, and then you're going to see two cables coming out of these holes, run into the door handle. You're going to need to get those out of there. They're like bicycle brake cables. You remember those? They had the round end on them with the cable, and it would just slip it and turn. Basically same thing. You're going to just pull up on each cable, get them out of there, release them. Gray cable goes on the bottom, black cable goes on the top. Wants to work the door, wants to work the lock. Okay, right here. These two holes, they had rivets in them. You do have to drill these rivets out before you can get the door panel off. So don't be afraid, just take a drill these two out. Don't go crazy on it, just get them out of there. Once you get that out of there, you know, you get all the bolts. There's 10 little bolts that go all the way around it, 10 millimeter. I think, no, there's 8 of them. Get all those out. At that point, this whole panel come out. Now you can see how this sticks up through the top, okay? So you have to drop this panel down a little bit to get that out from the top, you know, kind of finagle it this way, and the whole thing will come right off. You'll have to undo these from the back side once you get it off. There are 3 clips. Actually, you can do them from the front at this point. Just use pliers and undo them and push them through. Okay, but it's important to put these back in from the back side when you put it in, because the window rolls up right here and you don't want these to contact it. Okay, so now you got this off. Speakers held on with 4 rivets. You're going to have to drill them out. Or what you can do is what I did. I just turned it over. I took my Dremel tool with the cutoff wheel, and I just cut it real close to the speaker, cut them off, made it a lot easier. And then I, didn't have to do a lot of drilling. Just use my little step bit, popped it right out of there. You don't have to rivet it back in. You can use a little machine, screws and nuts. That's fine. Just get some machine screws and nuts. Put the head, I used Phillips through the front side, the back side, put your nut on, tighten them up. Put a little drop of super glue on it, a little drop of Loctite, whatever, to keep them from coming loose, or just make them real tight. Okay, so that's how all that goes. Now this is the actual, I believe I threw my actual broken regulator thing away. Give me 1 sec, I'll check. Yes, indeed, I already threw it in the garbage can, but you're gonna have to take my word on this. Okay, so the way this looks is right here, you're gonna have a plastic piece. These square holes right here, it pops in, and you undo it from the other side. Yours might be broken, but you don't have to worry about that because you're going to replace this whole piece. Okay, you're going to have a plastic piece here. This is the little hole I said you're going to have to release on the other side, and basically, you have a plastic piece here. The little thing locks into the round hole in the window, pushes your window up and down right here, up and down. This is what usually breaks. There's a plastic piece and there's cables. There's a cable that runs up over this pulley down to it. There's a cable that runs down around this cable. So as the motor goes one way, when it goes down, the other way it goes up. What usually happens is on the plastic piece, you have cables on each side with springs that go in it, and it's plastic, and the plastic simply just breaks. It gets old and brittle and breaks. 99% of the time, that's where it's going to be broken. When it breaks, unfortunately, if you keep trying to operate the window, the cable gets all wound up, as you can see here. It got all wound up around the gear and destroyed the cable. If it hadn't have done that, I could have glued the plastic piece back together, put the cable back in, rewound everything, but usually it's destroyed, so you really can't do that. Okay, so your new one's going to look just like this. Here's what it's going to look like. I ordered this one at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hold on, let me get my dog out of the car. Okay, so I ordered this one at O'Reilly Auto Parts. It was branded as a doorman part, but as you can see, well, it's in the door, but you're gonna have to trust me. The same exact stamps as this one. Kia, Hyundai, same exact stamps. It doesn't say doorman anywhere on it. The new one even has a genuine sticker, like a little rainbow, sticker that says, genuine Hyundai Kia part. That was my experience from O'Reilly's. All the ones I've seen on eBay and Amazon, they all say they're genuine Kia Hyundai parts too. Don't pay 300 and something bucks for it, folks. It was like 130 bucks or something on eBay, and I just, I could get it right up the street for the same price at O'Reilly, so I got it. Took them like 4 hours to get in at my local O'Reilly's. Yours may vary. But so here's what it's going to look like. Of course, your back's going to have the cables and everything on it. Okay, so you're going to put this whole thing back on the door. That's really about it. You're going to put it in the same way you took it out. You're going to have to fish all the wires through there. You're going to bolt the motor back on, which is no big deal. You'll see there's a plastic piece here at the plastic gear. You just drop your motor on, line the bolts up, wiggle it till it drops in. You know it's in good. Go ahead and tighten your 10mm bolts down. It's really about it. Like I said, the speaker, bolt that in, rivet it in, whatever you want to do. I would just bolt and nut it in there. Okay, go ahead and put all your wires, all your grommets, everything back in. Run your 2 cables. Black top, gray bottom, I believe. They can go in either way, but that's what it is. Black top, gray bottom, at least on my 2009. Go ahead and get once you do that, put your door handle on. You'll bolt your motor on. Your speaker will be in. You'll get all your wires where they need to go. You'll get all that buttoned up. Then what you can do is you can focus on here, right here where these rivets are. Once you get the door panel on and you tighten it, you're going to see the little white piece behind there, and you're going to see that there's holes behind there where you drill the rivets out. Just get yourself some new rivets, put them in there, and rivet them in there. If you don't have rivets, what you could do is just get yourself some machine screws, and before you put the panel on, you'll put them in the door. This way, coming in from the back side, you'll see. Just put a couple machine screws in there, and just put, the little nuts on there. Of course, small enough to fit through here. And then once you put this panel on, they should stick through enough where you can get nuts on. You could probably do it that way too. That's up to you. That just holds the whole lock assembly and everything. You probably don't need to put those rivets back in there, but I did. Just, I want it to be right. And then at that point, when you're all done, you'll untape your window, holding it up, and you're going to slide the window down. And you're going to feel there's going to be resistance right here, and you're going to see in there. The glass is going to hit this little notch that comes through. You're just going to push it through with the screwdriver, help the window down this way, and you're going to see it slide right in the hole. And when it goes in there, it's going to go click. And at that point, you're done. Everything's going to work. Drop your door panel on from the top. Just pop it in place on the bottom. Put your few screws back on. You're good. I hope this helps. Real easy job. On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know. I'd say it's about I'd say like I don't know. It's pretty easy, like a 3 or something. But you do got to drill a couple rivets, and it's really pretty easy overall. It's really all there is to it, man. And when you're all done, here's the window, and it'll work just like it did originally. And what you may want to do is get yourself some silicone spray, and just go ahead when the window's down. Just go ahead and spray in these tracks on each side. Now, I'm not talking silicone like RTV silicone, just the spray in a can. Just spray a little in there, and it'll help, go up easy. And there you go, you're all done. Thanks for watching.